big thing that we're seeing at the minute is this sort of setup with the shield generator, with the two MDS side by side, with G metal self repairs, and we'll do a bit of a jigging round, and I'll show you why people are doing this. So the idea behind doing this is you've got the MDS. So the MDS has 6,700 HP, to give you an idea. Then you've got the 30% HP increase from the effects from the Prime League and the hard mode effects. So a third of that is around 2,200. So we'll call it 9k. We'll round it up to 9k just for simple maths. So the MDS is now at 9k health. So what bot can do 9k damage? So you can say Sea Spray, so Sea Spray will do a decent amount of damage. So just to give you an idea, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this away like this. We're going to undo this core. Let's just give you an idea on what this setup does. Okay, so this is before people sort of cottoned on to having the repair cores on the MDS. This is how people sort of started off. So you can see there, we've got no anti-stun build bots. We've got Sea Spray. So we'll put Sea Spray down there. I could have swore I took that off. There you go. Sea Spray. Nice and easy. Nice and chilled. One shot. Okay. Now we've got the MDS with a repair core next to the shield gen. All of a sudden, it ain't a one shot. Now it's a two shot. So, you know, it's a bit harder. You know, next to the shield gen, adds a bit of protection to it. But then, what happens when we add in an anti-stun core? Cool. So now, we've got an anti-stun core behind it. Let's see what happens now. Put in Sea Spray into hard mode. So now we've got the MDS with a repair core, we've got a shield gen on top, and now we've got an anti-stun core as well, just to make it that bit harder. So what we'll do, just to reiterate what the anti-stun core does. So it protects nearby buildings from EMP effect and blocks 40% of electric damage, which includes Sea Spray. So now, if we use Sea Spray, so you saw there, it was one shot, MDS on its own, two shot, wow, it's got a repair core and under the MDS. Now, if we do this, one shot, two shot, and you can see there, look how the MDS is repairing itself. Three shots. Four shots. Basically, the MDS is just immune. Just immune to Sea Spray. And what makes it even worse is because the defenses heal for what damage they do, once they lock onto a target, they're even harder to kill. Once they lock onto a target, they are pretty much invulnerable. With the self-repair core that heals, with the shield gen, which reduces damage taken, with the anti-stun core that reduces damage taken, with the healing from the damage dealt, they are pretty much impossible. So, how do you take these out? So all we need to do is, because we're stacking these things up, we've got to take them out of the equation. So how can we get rid of the shield gen? Jetfire and a boost, we'll take that out pretty much with the tech tree part. Lightning rod, again, Jetfire will take that out. So we could use Jetfire twice to take that out. Sea Spray, run through. I did the same on the test server. Like I said, the first time that I saw this, I thought, yeah, take it out with Sea Spray. I just hit it like 3 times. I was like, what is going on? I wanted a boost as well, but never mind. And Jetfire is still taking damage. There we go. And now we run through. And obviously it clears an area as well, so it's not like we're just going to waste ability points really that bad. But there you go. So, like I said, there are ways to sort of take out these structures. There are ways that you can think, you know, to get around these things. Look, we've said time and time and time again that in terms of these build bots, take them out, it's no longer a problem. But it's going to cost you ability points. That's the point of this. That's what makes it harder. Is that now you've got to consider these build bots and take them out, guys. That's all you got to do. You can still use tracks. Tracks is still as usable. Trust me, in testing, everyone was using tracks in these effects. Take the FFD out for as cheap as possible as you can, and just use tracks. Someone in a gold league or something said, yeah, I just use smoke screens to take them out. That's not viable in Prime League. They're too much HP. They've got like 4,500 HP. It takes 2 shots. A bit expensive. But listen, if that's why you want to take them out, just take them out, guys. Take the FFD out first. You can use tracks. Take out the anti-stun. You can use Bumblebee or Sea Spray. Take out the anti-hack. You can use blades still. These things are still apparent. You know, there's ways around these. So, yeah. But yeah, Lord Eric's put in the chat, I love my anti-air. Same. But don't forget, by using anti-air, you do lose something. You lose that attack on the ground. But in these effects, you don't. So let's just do something. Let's just do something. So, this laser turret does 358 damage. Now, in these effects, defenses will explode, doing damage to 5 times their DPS. So, a laser turret will do about 1,700 doing damage. Cannon will do about 1,000 damage when it explodes. The MDS will do around 4.5k. So yeah, a lot of damage to the MDS. Beam laser will do about 2k damage. Anti-air, another 4k. And you've got 4 of these. So although you lose something on the ground, you're gaining 4k of damage. And if you put these in a bit of a kill box, along with the MDS, and you put 4 of these, you've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24k damage. And so again, guys, I'd look to take these out as soon as you can. So okay, we're going to take the build bots out, and we're going to take the shield gen out. Be careful of the MDS, because they hit you, they're just going to heal up again. Be careful for anti-air. Then you've got the mortars. They've got extended range and fire twice as much, which means they've got double the DPS pretty much. So you've got so many things to think about that beam lasers all of a sudden aren't a problem. You got a problem with the beam laser? Throw some minions at it. Throw Rook at it. Do away with it. It's gone. Yeah, it won't hit your bots for quite a while. So honestly, little tip, guys. Same with the Titan. Yeah, if your Titan loses, throw minions at it. Throw Rook at it. The Titan will hit that minion for a good 30 seconds. Because you got to think, the Titan does one attack and waits. Then does one attack, then waits. By that time, Rook's Hollow is just sat there waiting. You know, the minions are doing damage, taking the hits. You know, they work really efficiently. Don't worry about the Titan too much. Don't worry about beam lasers too much. The killers are cannons with high velocity because they go right through to your healers. The killers are anti-air turrets with anti-air. That's the G metal, obviously. MDS once at close range. Because don't forget, guys, no one's really using plasma. But someone uses plasma, buzzing. Brilliant. It means they've either lost the exploding buildings or the healing. I'm fine with that. fine with that. That makes it tons easier. So I doubt anyone's going to be using plasma, so they can't shoot you from range. You got to think the MDS has just a short range. No, it's not too bad. Yeah, okay, it's not a short range, but you get what I'm saying. You can take it out quite easily with someone. Yeah. Warpath will take out this build bot and this shield gen and do damage on the line as well. If you want to combat Warpath, use some healing build bots. So you can have an anti-stun build bot, you can have a couple of healing build bots. All of a sudden you can't use Warpath, what's that gonna do? All of a sudden you can use Blades, but hey, they might have the defenses spaced out. Then you might only have 2 FFDs. It's cheaper to take them out, there's only 2 of them. Probably one on each side of the base. Take one out, use tracks on that side. Eventually take the other one out, use tracks on the other side. Again, this is what I've been saying for ages, guys. These create a choice and it creates openings. You can't use them all. It's impossible. I've tried and I'm like, yeah, I want 2 of them and 2 of them and 1 of them and 4 of them maybe. And everything I try, it leaves me open. And I like that. You know, that's how it should be. There should be one defense that's good for everything. And I like these war effects. I like the exploding buildings because it makes you also think that maybe you want less tanks on. Because if you've got 3 tanks and 2 healers cannot heal 3 tanks. So they're only ever healing 2 tanks. So 1 tank is going to take some hits. Then they switch to that one, and all of a sudden you've got 1 tank getting hit. Then they switch to that one, then you've got another tank not getting hit. So I think people got to start going towards having 2 tanks rather than 3. Again, these are all sort of processes you've got to think about. Now, because of exploding buildings, you don't want as many frontline bots. You want more gunners that are going to sit back that aren't going to get hit by these exploding buildings. We've used glitch. With this kind of range, you ain't getting hit by much. But with glitch, that causes pathing issues. And this is where it goes, guys. For every solution, there's a kind of problem you've got to deal with. And I like that. Again, I like the idea behind this. I think these effects are really well thought out. I think they're well balanced. They are hard. And don't be scared of going easy, guys. Don't be scared of going easy mode. Quite a few guys inside went easy mode in the last war we had against POW. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed of. These effects are hard. And that's the point of it, is that you should be able to go hard on some bases and some look and go, no, this one, I don't think I can do this one hard. I'm going to go easy for this one. The next one might be Commander. Hey, listen, the Commander's base might work for you. And you might think, you know what, I can actually take this out, this one down. I think this one's doable. You know? Don't be scared of going easy, guys. And don't be scared of submitting that this base is a bit too hard for you. Guarantee the points. If you flame out on base 2, you're going to lose a lot of points. If you flame out on base 2, you're talking 250 points you've dropped. If you go easy on base 2, you probably just dropped, what, 20 points? You know, there are ways. But we've got some war attacks for you guys. They should be saved, I think. Let's have a look. So here we go. So, typical base. So again, we've used sea spray. So the idea behind this is we're trying to take this section out here so we can path a bit to the left. You can see there that there's no, there's one anti-stun core there, which will cut his damage down to 40%, but you can still get through these. It's still worth it. You know, it's quite expensive, but again, we can get through. That's why we brought smoke screen, try and get through. So you can see there, we've pathed the bots to go left. The idea was we'll drop the minion there. They'll pop, and then they'll meet round here. That was the idea, but it doesn't work like that always. Blaster goes that way around, and that drags Smokey that way. But bots are still all together. This worried me a bit with smoke screen and Tantrum popping out. We've used Titan to sort of do some damage over there, but it didn't really hurt the MDS. Got self-repair on, so don't know why we're doing that. So now the minions have attacked up here. Pop the combiner. That's actually helped me out a bit. As the hack come down, we drop Omega, and again the idea is to take this right hand side out with Omega. Keep focusing on this right hand side. Take this out. Again, focus on the MDS. You can see that's taking ages there to kill because of that healing. But it is going slowly but surely. Then we use the 5-star ability. Combiner is almost down. I think it was at about a 1/3 of the health by the time I'd finished with it, I think. Yeah, even lower than that. There we go. Smoke screen kills it, but we left this target there, but it's only block that comes out, so we're alright. And we finish it with a full squad by the end. So pathing didn't work entirely right. And again, like I said, the reason it didn't work because of smoke screen, because of glitch. You know, glitch makes your bots path differently because they sit further back, so they prioritize differently. So it's harder to path. But base down. You see, Tripticon beat my Titan there because using Titan beams on the base. And you should find that if you're using your abilities on the other Titan, your Titan should win. If you're using it on the base, you'll probably lose. So just keep that in mind, guys. And here we go, a typical layout we see quite a bit. So again, we've used Jetfire to take out the anti-stun build bot. Because that MDS is going to be a problem, but we're going to take all this section out here. Again, there's some anti-air there, so we're a bit wary of that. So we want to try and hit that as best we can. Get rid of it before it hits our bots. So the MDS is starting hitting targets, so we don't use abilities really on that as much. Just try to take it out naturally if we can. Hack comes down. Then we drop a Mega on this side. Because we want to path the bots upwards if we can. So I'm going to take out the MDS. Always target the MDS. I always target the MDS. It's the one thing that I really struggle to take out with abilities. So it's the #1 focus for me. If you use tracks a lot and you want to take out the FFD cores then on the build bots, that's up to you. Personally, you know, I'll focus on the MDS. So the bots drop there. So the idea is to path these upwards now. So you can see we've cleared this section out here. But as always, bots start to path differently. I thought the combiner would walk over here. We'll battle the combiner there, but he's not. He's walked this way around again. So we've got Rat Trap on Laser Optimus. So we'll use Laser Optimus in this sense to take out the stun tower. And Laser Optimus walks off down there, obviously. But at this point here, the cannons ain't going to do much because they're nice and close to them out. So this is my worry. It's not really a worry too much, but if the Titan starts winning along with this, it could cause a problem, so we want to take this out. So we shoot Sea Spray, do some damage up there. Again, huge amount of damage from Sea Spray because there's no anti-stun core or anything like that. And there we go, easy base down, squad all intact. Super Scots asks, why is it called Crypto Technology? I'm not too sure. Could not tell you. I'm intrigued now. See, that was base 3. This is base 3. Oh no, it's base 3. So again, using Jetfire to take out the build bot. Using the take out the anti-hack build bot. And this has got a lot of cannons, a lot of turrets and beam lasers in this area here. So we're going to use this to weaken the MDS. Do some damage. Bit of a kill box area there, so I've hit it a couple of times there. Take out the MDS now, it's had some damage done to it. Rook's Hollow should distract that long enough, and if it explodes, it'll do enough damage to take all that out. And there we go. Tower goes down because of the damage as well. Easy to take out. And the reason to get this out with Jetfire, this particular structure, it's not because it's in trouble or I'm worried about it. It's because I want my bots to take this out and get around this wall as fast as possible. I don't want them going up here and be getting stuck on walls, things like that. I want to take it out so they can shoot up the wall and then walk around. Oops. Try and keep them together. That's the idea. This section here, Armada Megs caused a problem. I was getting hit on my by the mortar. That was doing tons of damage, so I used Laser Optimus to get around that. If you've got a sort of situation, guys, sometimes we just get stuck on something. Just clear out whatever's causing the damage, guys. No matter what it is, just get rid of it. But we've pathed them all around there now. So some good pathing, kept the inside walls intact. That's perfect. Drop some minions to pop the combined outpost and the outpost. And then once again, as always, once the hack gets dropped, so always wait till it goes about 3/4 of the way through, guys, and then pop your combiner. I have seen a bug sometimes where it will go one place and then will hit your combiner. So I always wait until actually the hack is just about to drop or just drops before I do that. I use my Titan on the other Titan on this one because I didn't really need anything taken out. We pathed it really well, so I could focus on that and then focus on at the end and just help in taking out the opposite combiner. But listen, 4 defenses left. Shield gen almost down, let's be honest, and these bots are at low health, so it's a easy win. Once pathed right, it's an easy win. There you go, shield gen down, full team intact. Okay, we see it's designed quite a bit. The problem bit is this beam lays up here in this this outpost. So I made a point of making sure I took this out with sea spray. There's no anti-stun, so sea spray will do loads of damage here. But the bots get attracted to this beam laser, pop the outpost, and they start traveling upwards and cause a massive split. So you want to get rid of that beam laser as a priority. Pop this outpost when you want to. So again, we've passed through the base. I think we've gone through the wall, but we've gone through the walls regardless because we're battling close to them through top shot. Elite there, take it out. That's fine. So we throw some minions up that way to pop that outpost because we want to try and distract this here. So we throw the minions up there, pop the outpost, distract that, and then luckily enough, actually pop the combiner as well. I didn't think that would happen, but hey, we're lucky. So the hack was up there, but we're still going to pop a Mega. And the reason is that once this combiner starts to walk down, our bots are going to start to walk upwards, leaving his defenses behind. And these mortars are a killer, especially with, you know, either Incendiary or Target Protocol on. You don't want them hitting your bots from behind. Target Protocol will hit your healers regardless and gunners, but Incendiary will hit them, obviously, just because it's behind them. Simple, they're the nearest bots, because everyone's walking upwards. So I wanted to take that out, make a point of taking that out before my bots are getting hit from behind. I want all the damage coming in front of them. I don't want my healers getting hit from behind. That's when problems start to, you know, arise, really. So they've passed round there. So we've dropped, we've used Chromia on this attack. And used a tower. Because there's no anti-stun cores, again, we've switched some bots out. We've took Blades out completely, put Chromia in. I was going to put B in, but I was worried about the outpost and combiner. So I thought I'm going to try Chromia because she does stay ranged. So yeah, Chromia works pretty good. So let's see what you can see there. Chromia on attack. You saw it here first. Base 4 down. You know, no bots left. Lost. Now listen, don't make out like because the replay didn't lose a bot. It wasn't hard, guys. In the recent, and Grind Time will back me up, in the recent sort of effects we had, I was challenging myself how many points I can finish a battle with. And half the time, I was finishing with 40 points. To the point where one of my side members was like, please stop posting them, it's annoying you. You know what I mean? I was like, finish at 40 points. Finish at 40 points. And sometimes going, it's the hard base. I finished with 26 points left over. 26 points left over, not even used. You know, but these effects now, I'm using every point. Every single point I'm using because they're difficult. And they should be. It's called hard mode for a reason, guys. So, if you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button below, guys, before you leave. And if you want to see more content, you can hit the subscribe button below to never miss another stream or never miss another video. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.